Have you ever wondered why humans are religious? Scientists are now studying miracles to find out. In this X-ray, you can actually see that visually playing out. The yellow parts you are seeing of the brain are the parts that light up when people are praying for miracles. Fox News senior medical analyst Marc Siegel is coming out with a new book, The Miracles Among Us, How God's Grace Plays a Role in Healing. And he joins me now for this fascinating conversation. Dr. Siegel, it's great to see you. I'm fascinated by the idea that certain parts of the brain light up when people are praying for miracles, and the crossover that happens in that part of the brain in other parts of our life. You've hinted at this. It's similar to when people think about politics.
It's so important, Will. I just interviewed Jordan Grafman. Dr. Grafman is the one doing that research at Northwestern, and it's the front right part of the brain that involves all belief systems. And miracles are where you believe, and that part of the brain lights up on a functional MRI, and it shows that you don't have exact facts. It's not like all the dots are together, but you have a belief system. And he found that it's connected to a socialization. You get along with other people who also believe in miracles. And as you just hinted, conversely, if you believe in anger, in politics, in disruption, it's also that part of the brain. So I believe you can actually replace the anger you feel towards political divisiveness with that belief in miracles and spiritual reality. And in my book, that's what Steve Scalise says. He says, I recovered from that shot on the ball field after great doctoring, amazing doctoring, 50 units of blood, because I knew the Creator was looking over me, and it made me calmer. And that calmness helped me with my recovery. And Dr. Robert Montgomery, chief of surgery at NYU, says he's had multiple cardiac arrests before a heart transplant. He said that out-of-body experience, Will, he feels himself coming back down from the heavens, back into his body. He can hear himself breathing before he's in the body. And the vastness he feels of the universe calms him as a doctor, as a surgeon, as a human being, helps him to be better.
Okay, Dr. Siegel, there's part of this that I find compelling, and part that I find myself situated in skepticism. The compelling part is the fact that your brain lights up in the same areas when praying as when you are connecting with other human beings, when you are socializing, when you are establishing community. Because, of course, Dr. Siegel, you're making a connection. You're making a connection to the Creator. It makes sense your brain engages the same way with those connections.
That's a great point, Will, because others experience miracles too. And that's the point of my book, The Miracles Among Us, which is we all experience miracles. How many of you out there said, wait a minute, why did that happen just now? How come that happened 5 minutes ago? I can't call that a miracle exactly, but it keeps accumulating, coincidences that accumulate. You go down a lane and then it looks like things are going one way and then it starts to compound. That's what I mean by miracle. And you have a belief that builds up and others share it, sharing it with others when you go to church, when you pray.
Now for the part, Dr. Siegel, that I'm a little bit skeptical of. I'm skeptical of scientists trying to explain things that quite simply are beyond their comprehension, because it feels like ultimately an attempt to dismiss something greater than the scientist. Whether or not that's a higher power, a being, the power of prayer, it does appear that you can't reduce, I think everyone watching at home knows this, the relationship they have with a God, the belief in the existence of a God, and the search for eternal truth can't be reduced to an MRI.
That's why I love you, because you're brilliant. That's not mutually exclusive. That goes all the way back to Spinoza, who used that exact argument. I disagree with it, because the better we get at science and the more technologically advanced we get, and it's throughout my book, the more it proves the existence of God, because great physicians have God's hands. We're acting on behalf of the Almighty when we learn, when we advance, when we beat technology. That's science and religion together. There should not be a separation.
Yeah, I think that's well explained when science and astrophysicists and so forth get to their ultimate, there's a God particle. At the end of all of this scientific explanation, there's the unexplained particle at the center of that has been coined by scientists as the God particle. And in there lies ultimate truth. All right, Dr. Siegel has the book out. It's called The Miracles Among Us. It's out November 18th. You can pre-order that book right now at foxnewsbooks.com. It's good to see you, Dr. Siegel.
Great to see you, Will. Thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.